Welcome to Gameplay on 2V Streams. I'm your host, Jordan Cunningham, and tonight we have in the studio Coach Adam, Jamel L., and Leroy D., a Wilbur Cross football team. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification button. So, gentlemen, how you guys feeling tonight?
Feeling great.
Great. Was there a practice today?
Nah.
No practice? Oh, all right. So, congrats on your win against Hill House. Wilbur Cross beat Hill House 14-6. Both sides played a good game, but Cross came out on top. Coach, overall, how do you feel about that Thanksgiving Day game?
I felt like we came out with a lot of energy to start off. The fumble at the beginning, right at the first drive, kind of caught us by surprise a little bit. But I think our guys, stayed grounded and, they focused and they played hard throughout the game. And as we well know, we came out victorious, so it was really nice.
Definitely. Jamal, I saw you get into about like 2 or 3 scuffles with players from Hill House. What was that about?
It was just like the whistle was getting blown. It was trying to get on my nerves. I know to keep a calm head.
Yes.
So I was trying to get on their nerves by just talking, stuff like that, because I gotta play both games.
Yeah, I noticed you were able to keep your composure. After one of the scuffles, I think I heard like Coach Fox from Hill House say something like, "You're all right, Mel." Was he talking to you?
Yeah, he was talking to me. He's my uncle's best friend.
Okay.
So he know my whole family and stuff like that. So he was like, "You all right? You're gonna go somewhere. Just leave that alone." Da, da, da.
Definitely.
I was like, "I'm cool. For me, I'm just playing the game."
Yeah, that's crazy because that's actually my uncle best friend too. So, what's the relationship like with Coach Fox?
It's like it's like he's like family. So like every time he sees me, dap him up, tell him how I'm going. Cause I barely see he's like another uncle to me. Cause I barely see my uncle because he lives in Virginia and stuff like that. But my uncle keep in touch with me. He told every time I like go to a touchdown or something, and he sees it. He tells my uncle, he's like, your nephew balled out and stuff like that.
Definitely. What strengths do you have that make you like a great football player?
The coaches always say my legs and my athleticism that makes me a good QB.
Got it.
And my calmness and stuff like that. Keep my composure in the game, keep everybody together.
Mm-hmm.
So like when our fumble happened, I told the line, I told the offense, I said I got y'all, get one back, and I proceeded to do it by running the ball, keeping the ball tucked in,
Definitely.
not fumbling no more and stuff like that.
Got it. How are you able to keep your composure so well on the football field with other teenagers, knowing they're like gunning for your head, trash talking? How are you able to keep a good state of mind?
I've been playing football for 4 years and basketball too, so it get heated when you talk sometimes. And there's some big games where they're gonna try to get in your head and mess you up and stuff like that. I've been playing them for 4 years, so it's always the same. I just wanted to come out with a W, and we did.
Definitely.
And it was. I got the last laugh to point at the scoreboard.
Yeah. Coach, if you notice, like the other team is starting to get into one of your players' head, what is a conversation like between you two to pull them back in?
I always pull them off to the side. Being a defensive coordinator, of course, we want our defensive guys to be I don't want to say chippy, but we want to show with the pads.
Definitely.
So I always talk to the guys even before the game. I would say tunnel vision. So when we're doing our warm ups, I'm like, there's going to be a lot going on. There's a lot of fans. There's a lot of noise outside. They're going to be talking back and forth. If you just keep it in tunnel vision, stay focused, then we'll be good to go.
Got it. Leroy, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
Good.
How do you feel about that game?
Feels good to win.
Feel good to win. How do you think you played during that whole game?
I played good. I played really good. I felt like I was able to do my part on defense.
Definitely. Yeah, because I heard people screaming your name a lot. I was looking for you, but I just kept hearing people scream, Leroy, Leroy. I'm like, oh, he must be out there doing his thing. So, last week I had you here. We were talking about you getting a sack. What was that about again? Can you remind us?
It was the most sacks in the season.
Yeah. Did you get that?
Yep.
Okay, congrats on that, man. I was thinking about that all week. I wanted to remember to ask you that.
So he had 7 sacks, and he got one more sack
wow.
to make it 8. So
that dude's a killer on the field. So Elijah not here, but I interviewed him after the game. He was like so pumped. I had some questions on him. He said something about the team made some big plays. What's a big play you recall, Jamel?
The big plays is getting the tackle beyond the line of scrimmage, getting that good cut block. Like I ran the ball through some big holes that game.
Yeah,
I couldn't ask for no better.
I noticed.
And then they prepared all year just to block like that. They've been blocking good for 3 games straight. So like,
with the plays you were doing, I'm pretty sure scouts noticed you. Where do you see yourself in 2 years?
hopefully playing college ball at a high level.
Definitely.
But I play football to get free academics.
Smart.
So I don't play to
Smart
play on the
man.
field. I play to get a degree. I play to set a tone for my life so I can make some money.
Yeah, that's Are you encouraging your friends to take that same route? Because that's a smart thing to do.
I encourage all the young players. I said sports not gonna be there forever. It's gonna let you go at one point. It's there at the time. So I encourage them to get their degree, get their money up, go for the masters if you can. If you got a side business, do it.
Definitely.
Never let football stop you from doing something you thought you was great at doing. So like some of my teammates rap, some of them do clothes brand.
Oh wow.
So
That's what's up.
So they got things going for them. I know they're gonna be straight when
For
they
sure.
get older.
Leroy, where do you see yourself in 2 years?
Hopefully playing on a college roster. If not, going to college, getting my degree, setting goals for myself after college to be successful.
Nah, yeah, always set the goals. That's gonna keep you like on point. You won't be able to like drift away. But what's a play that you remember from the game that included you that you felt like, yeah, that happened because of me? I was able to set the tone for the team, and maybe that helped us get the win.
I believe it was. I think they were done at the 30. I believe they did a run play, and it wasn't just me. It was me and my teammates made a huge stop. Ended up being 4th down.
Oh, wow.
We stopped them and gave the team the ball back.
So you're always doing your job when you're on that defensive line. So we're gonna jump into some of these clips right here. I call this clip the amazing catch. Jamel got a good eye on that field. Let's play it. So Jamel, they hike the ball. Jamel gets rid of it. That's Elijah right there.
Yeah.
Right. Elijah makes the catch. And like he tripped up a little, but he was able to recover. He took them all the way for the touchdown. You know, they were still chasing out the 3 players from the Hawks right there. They were confused right there. I know they were wondering what happened right there. They looked a little upset. Since Elijah isn't here to talk about it on his behalf, Mel, you made the pass. What was the thought going through your mind?
So it was a play action. The running back ain't run the mid, but I still put the ball down, and I saw the CB looking in the backfield.
Yes.
I just put it in the air, and I knew he was gonna get it because the DB wasn't looking at me.
Yeah, he definitely got it. Coach, what was the emotion or feeling you had when you saw Elijah catch that ball?
Well, so this was the drive after the fumble.
Okay.
So we knew we had to make some type of answer pretty
Yes.
quickly after that. The play before that, we kind of got stuffed a little bit. And then Coach Aquavita, who calls the offense, and Coach Roberts helps out a little bit, saw a mismatch on Elijah. So we thought we would take our chance early on. You know, and Jamel put a good ball right on him. And Elijah kept his feet, his balance, which was really tough. And we scored, and it kind of changed the game a little bit.
Yeah. Jamel, you read the field pretty good. Was that like a last minute pass or?
Nah, it was meant for him. I told Coach Jack, fade left. He's looking in the backfield. The safeties came down. The safeties came down to blitz all the time. So that's why you see no one except number 5 next to him.
Yes.
And then I threw the ball, and he made an amazing catch and scored.
What was the conversation after that pass with Elijah?
I told him, I said, I told you I got you one. I said, you're going to get another one today, but unfortunately, you dropped that one. But
Yeah, you guys like a great duo on that field right there. What do you think Elijah was thinking?
Elijah was before the game even started. He was talking about if he could celebrate when he scored because he did that little finger roll. He was talking about, I was like, if you do anything else after the finger roll, you probably gonna get flagged. So when he was thinking, he was like, he said before this, he said let them pass talk for me. So that's what he was thinking when he caught that ball. He was letting his pass talk for me, stuff like that.
What are some drills Wilbur Cross football team is doing to improve their catches?
You want me to jump in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Coach Wolf is the one that works with the receivers.
Okay.
pretty much they do hand drills. I know one big thing is footwork first.
Okay,
We always teach them to get their footwork, their routes right first, because you can't catch the ball unless you're open.
Yeah.
So
Right there, looked like he was a little off balance. But
yeah,
he
the
regained
agility
himself.
works for sure. And then we do one-on-one drills, jumping up, getting the ball, distraction drills where we put bags in front of people to block vision before they can catch, stuff like that.
What was the feeling right then and there when he caught the ball and he made that touchdown?
My feeling was it's gonna be a dog game, it's gonna be a dog fight. I gotta make every play count, make every yard count, and our team just did that. We studied their offense for a whole 2 weeks, got yelled at, got sent home early,
Okay.
stuff like that. So I think our defense came through like adversity and made plays and made our offense even better.
Definitely. It definitely paid off during the game. I love how everyone on the football team is touching the ball. Leroy, can you tell me why teamwork is so important?
Success to sorry.
Now you good?
Leads to win.
Okay.
Everybody's doing what they got to do. Makes the coach's job easy. Makes everybody's job easy. And everybody just executes.
What about you, Jamel, since you're like the quarterback?
If everybody gets some touches, there's different weapons the defense got to worry about. We really came in that game. All the film they had was on me.
Mm-hmm.
So Coach Acavita came up with a game plan to say I gotta sell my fakes, I gotta sell the reads, I gotta sell all of that to win this game. I did a good job, but not an amazing job at doing that, because sometimes I was standing around, stuff like that, trying to make it better, but it paid off.
Definitely. Leroy, when you're on that defensive line, what's one way you keep the defense on point?
Making sure I do my assignment and also making sure others do theirs. Like when it's alignment, make sure I'm aligned right so that I don't mess up another player's assignment or mess up somebody else next to me, run into them, or mess the play up.
Got it. So are you guys like talking to each other when you're on that line?
Yeah, Coach Lair makes it a huge thing to make sure to have communication. Because without that, that's how a lot of big plays happen.
Coach, what are you telling your defensive players right before they go on that field to do their job?
Well, like Leroy said, definitely communicate.
Okay.
The big thing that I realized midway through the year was our confidence levels. Once we started being really confident in our abilities, I felt like our defense especially was taking a jump.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why we ended the season on a 3-game win streak, which is being confident and knowing your assignments and where to go. And then everything else just kind of rolled with that.
Definitely. Say, like, if the defense is going bad, how are you able to pull the team back and get them back in their mode where they're doing their job again?
Yeah, so, I mean, defensively, you're always going to have those drives or runs. The Hill House game, they had a few, it was a 25-yard run and a 30-yard run that they pulled off. I was able to make some adjustments to that defensively, but, our kids just needed to stay composed, not let that kind of affect them too much, and understand that at some point in the game there's going to be, some offensive plays that go a little too far. But honestly, when we call a timeout and talk, we just get the team together, and I let Jamel say what he needs to say to be a leader defensively and get the guys rolling.
Yeah, I heard Jamel giving his little speech before the game. He definitely got the boys excited.
Yeah.
But we're gonna bring in clip 2 right here. This cross right here. They blocked the QB. They're getting ready to throw the ball. So both teams line up. You could tell Cross is ready. They're ready to get that ball from Hill House, right? Okay. See some movement in the back for multiple players. You don't know where they're gonna come from. They're getting ready to hike the ball. Right here, number 3 from Cross. He gets to the QB so fast, tackles him. I'm not sure if that counts as a sack, but he definitely intervened with that pass. Everyone died for that ball right there. Who recovered the ball right here?
Hill House did.
Hill House. Who's number 3 on your team?
That's RJ Higgins. He came a senior night game. He had a bad game that day.
Yeah.
That's versus East Haven. He was mad about it. I told him, you keep putting the work in, it's gonna come through. Unfortunately, our starting CB got sick, so we had to put him there, and I had to switch to CB, and he played a wonderful game that game.
Definitely. how are you guys able to like rip through like Hill House defense right there? Because it seems like one of your players was holding like 3 dudes at once, leaving number 3 to sneak around and jump on that QB.
So it looked like one of our stunts. We're pretty aggressive defensively with our stunts. We like to play man-to-man a lot, and then we like to try to get in the backfield as much as we can. Which, you know, in this game, I think Hill House only had 15 yards passing, so we were able to get to him quickly. But on that play, we worked on that all week. It's the one where he goes in motion, he goes up and does a wheel. Yeah. But Leroy's on the left side there. He was able to attract the left tackle. Okay. So he goes inside and tries to get Leroy, which leaves RJ free.
Yeah.
As you can see,
saw
13.
He like had all the, it looked like Hill had no players right there blocking him, and he just jumped on him right there.
Yeah, so with that motion went across, we had an in call, and it pretty much means RJ's going in on a blitz. Okay. Because the tackle's going to have a tough time trying to block that.
And you're running like the defensive part of the team, right? Well, how did you feel right there when you see him get that tackle on the QB?
That definitely you'll see me on film. I definitely jumping up and down when I see that. Definitely excited for that, and for RJ too, because like Jamel said, he got his number called pretty late for someone being sick, and he had his ups and downs all year. But honestly, I thought he was top 3 defensive player of that day.
Yeah, he's fast too. How do you know there's improvement on the plays you're calling?
So here in this play, we definitely worked all week on this play specifically. So I felt really confident in the guys in this one to make an adjustment, which you can't see on this side, but our safety had to bump over and move over, and then our outside linebacker had to move over as well. So honestly, the 2 weeks really helped, bye week, to really like get our defense going and focused.
Got it. Leroy, you're on that defensive line too. What was the conversation like with RJ?
We was talking all week because we both actually, I kind of had a bad game defensively. Senior night, we both had a talk like, this is our game. Just trying to show it.
Yeah. What was the talk you guys had? Because it obviously paid off. Whatever you said to him, it stuck with him, and he got to that ball. What was the conversation?
I just told him to have confidence.
Okay.
Just, if you make a mistake, make it 110%.
Yeah, it seems like that's all he needed right then and there. Jamel, were you on the field during this play?
Yes, I was CB. I was guarding somebody, and I would have been in an RJ position if our starting CB didn't get sick, but I had promised him because he was there. I came to practice late. He was there. He was learning to pray, so he already knew what he was doing. So I wasn't really worried.
Definitely. Seems like number 79 right there, like he hurt his hand or something. You guys recall that or no? Maybe he got like, I don't know, because you guys are like dogs on the field. You see that ball, you just jump at it. Maybe he got caught up, but when
was it,
as
the
he
right
was getting
tackle?
up, he was like holding his hand. You know, he sat down on the floor for a little minute. But Leroy, as a defensive man, what is your goal? Is it to damage the offense or just like stop the play?
It's more of containing the edge. So basically, you want to stop any outside. So that leaves our other teammates to come up and make the tackle.
Definitely. Okay. How are you containing the edge?
You always want to have outside leverage. You always want to keep an arm free, just in case something tries to bounce back outside.
Okay. Now, explain to me, like, what happens if you're not able to contain that edge? What can possibly happen for the offense?
That can lead to big plays.
Big plays like touchdowns?
Right, touchdowns, long runs. QB can scramble.
So Coach must be on you guys about containing that edge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think that was one of the things that we did better at throughout the year, is being able to contain that edge. Like Leroy, pretty much if Leroy gets sucked inside, we might not have anyone on the outside to contain anything, and that's when they get their outside sweeps or QB takes it and goes.
Did any of that happen during this game? Where
there was a few times where they had some runs on the outside at first.
Okay.
That's when I started changing our stunts, so our blitzes a little bit to kind of, get them outside. I would call a slant. I did that a lot in the fourth quarter, where I would call a slant towards the left side of the field, which might be the wide side, to kind of stop. Jet a few times they ran pretty well. some outside runs like stretch. They kind of got out there too.
Now the changes because like they're catching on to the plays or they're just like beating you to it.
So it's just, it gave us a better advantage, more of an advantage to have our guys kind of already go that direction in a stunt
100%.
rather than just staying in the same spot. They were able to kind of angle themselves and get out there and make a play from there.
So we got clip 3 right here for you guys. We got clip 3 right here for you guys. Right here we have Jamel, QB. He gets rid of the ball to Elijah. Gonna slow it down for you guys. Hike the ball. As soon as he gets the ball, he gets rid of it. Right to Elijah. Elijah looks like he has the ball in his hand, but he doesn't. Like it bounced right into Hillhouse's hand. You know, Elijah hits the floor, probably in disbelief. What happened right here?
I said I picked him up. I told him it's all right. We up. We just gotta stop him again, and he did just that on defense. He locked his man up. He ain't let no one catch the ball in front of him because they only got 15 yards catching.
Yeah.
And then the next play made a beautiful blocks for me and stuff like that. So I really wasn't mad at him. I just picked him up, even though this was the last game.
Yeah.
So when he dropped that, I knew he was mad after.
Definitely, I could tell right there. But it looked like he snapped right back into game, and you know he was able to make some other fantastic plays. Is this a play you're used to? Because like you got rid of that ball as soon as it touched your hand.
The CB was looking in the backfield, so I had to get it. I gotta put it in the hole. So that's why I ain't throw it to the outside. I threw it right to him.
Okay.
So it hit him in his chest. It just bounced off his helmet and his hand. So, and the sun was in his face, so I really couldn't blame him.
Yeah.
So he just.
What did he say to you after this?
He said, "My bad, got you next time." And he did, so I wasn't really mad at him. I was just mad he messed up my stats for me after the game.
Oh, you say you messed. How did he mess with your stats? Like,
because this is my last game. I was about to say, because one of the Hill House players did text me and said, "You're gonna throw to my side," and I threw the ball, and he all he had to do was catch it for me. So
and it just like
yeah,
it seemed like he took off too fast. Like he thought he had the ball already, and he like left without it. Instead of like probably slowing down, taking it in.
It was definitely a good ball by Jamel because if you see, I believe number 1 is the safety up top. So Jamel was trying to fit the window in between the corner and the safety. I'm not sure if Elijah saw that. So that's why he probably kept going rather than slowing down and trying to catch the football. But, yeah, he bounced back great after this because he plays with a lot of emotion. He always does.
I could tell.
And defensively, he came back and played really well.
Now, did you guys think you got like lucky right here? Because like Hill House had the ball right in their hand.
Yeah, my heart dropped a little bit because I feel like we've had a few opportunities to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah.
And this was another one, of course. But I did have a lot of confidence in our defense at that time to also make a stop when we needed. So.
Yeah. During this play, did you talk with like Coach John at all with this play when this happened?
No, we didn't really talk too much. I was more on the other side, kind of worried about the defense and what I'm going to call next.
This was on me because we was running the ball a lot. Yeah. I saw all the safeties move up at least 5 yards. I saw the CB move up, and I was like, throw it to Elijah. Throw it to Elijah again. And he did just that. He was open, and you couldn't get the job done. But you see at the end of the clip, his teammates help him up, get him back on his feet. Yeah,
that's that brotherly love right there. You guys are definitely a family. How are you guys able to have so much team chemistry?
It was different from last year. Last year, everybody was in their own little circle. I told all the seniors we got to budge with the young guys. We got to get in their little circle. We got to get to know them. So just going to eat pizza with them, taking them to McDonald's, buying some burgers, stuff like that. Just getting to know them. There's a few times I was caught myself going home with the city bus with a freshman, buying him food before he gets to the crib, stuff like that. So we go to the field, just talk, tell how we want to win and stuff like that. Everybody got to have the desire to win, to play football, and I felt like the squad right here just wanted to win.
100%. How are you guys able to recover from a bad play?
It's literally just short-term memory loss. It's like you don't remember it. Like after I won the Hill House game, I didn't remember the fumble until I saw it on the news. You know what I mean?
Oh wow. Coach said turkey tastes better with the W. So, how was that turkey you guys had after the game?
It was amazing. I had like 7 plates, went to 7 different houses.
Oh my God! What about you, Leroy?
Same thing was great. Kano and Dallas got a dub too, my favorite team. So
Okay,
it made
wow.
it 10 times better.
So that was just a good day all around for you.
Yup.
Got the win, got some food, favorite football team won. Did any of you have Thanksgiving at your house?
Yeah. I had
Yeah.
it. I had it at my house, but I left to go to other houses for me because you gotta get every like culture food for me.
You left after the win?
Yeah, I went there, right? I'm gonna have a plate, so I just left
Yeah.
there. Went to go to a different house to like a Puerto Rican, get that plate.
Yeah, nah, definitely.
Go to my age, get that plate for me. How to do it?
Place all around, huh? You guys must feel like the superstars in the living room after the win. You eating lunch, you eating dinner with your family.
Yeah, it felt different like from last year because last year I was in my house because it was at my house.
Mhm.
And I was just dang, we lost. We
yeah.
got blown out, and then now we won and it's feeling our last game. We taking off their pads and stuff like that. It just felt different because like it felt good and bad because we never gonna play with Wilbur Cross jersey ever again.
Yeah,
But it also felt good to have a last win.
yeah, definitely. You know, last year you didn't get the win, but you came back.
Yeah.
You got the win, so that's a dope feeling to have. Yeah, yeah, you guys said you were gonna win during the last week interview. I wish we could go back and pull up some clips. You guys definitely spoken into existence and won. But we got another clip for you guys right here. This one might hurt a little to watch right here.
Oh yeah, there's some of those.
Yeah, but right here, both teams line up, getting ready to hike the ball. Now, at this moment, do you guys know already what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Mel, he gets the ball. He's looking up. He runs the ball. He's real quick with it. It looks like 3 defenders jump on. Like he tried to hit the spin move, isn't able to. Try to tackle him. He won't go down. Somehow the ball is out of his hand. Hillhouse recovers it, takes you guys all the way. I'm like, Mel, you had a hand on him.
Yeah,
That play.
I had a hand on him, but I thought the whistle was blown because I was getting pushed back and 3 people was on me, and I'm not like that big of a dude, so I thought the whistle was blown, but it wasn't. And then I was chasing him. He made a little cut, scored a touchdown. I was about to hawk him down, but
Yeah,
it
so
made a little cut.
how did you feel when that ball left your hands? Like,
It was like, dang. I was like, I gotta take the yelling at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I took the yelling at. They said I owed them, and next play I made it happen by throwing the touchdown to Elijah.
definitely. You said you thought you heard a whistle. What were you looking for if the whistle was called?
If I was the whistle, I got 3 guys on me. It's not like I'm 6'5",
Yeah.
200 pounds from me, like running back. So I'm getting when you get pushed back like that, the whistle usually get blown.
Mm-hmm.
But the refs was terrible. We had the same ref at Amity. They took the game from us, so these refs were terrible. That's why the fight started because they ain't call no flags or nothing when one of our players got pushed down the first time.
Mm-hmm.
You could see everybody celebrating, especially everybody celebrating
on the
sideline.
yeah, that's how I got pretty pumped up.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, at all. They probably weren't even expecting that, but that was pretty crazy. Like you had the ball and it just like slipped out your hand. But
Those are one of those like judgment calls
Mhm.
where it's kind of tough sometimes. Where they're running forward. Jamel was pushing them forward a little bit,
yeah,
and then they were getting pushed back. And I don't know, it kind of seemed like the whistle was blown a little late,
Mhm.
but it's one of those judgment calls again that we kind of just have to roll with
Got
as a
it.
team and keep it moving.
Mel, why didn't you like just go down right then and there? Like you trying to push through them boys.
It's because when I did the spin move and I hit him,
Yeah.
he wasn't like pushing me down. So I was like, I might as well lean forward. And then when I leaned forward, it was like bam, 3 people on me.
Yeah, it's over.
So I was getting pushed back. I hold on to the ball tight. I thought I heard a whistle. I was about to go down, pulled it out, ain't hear the whistle. So I was like, dang, I looked at it. My instinct is to go after the ball. If it's on the
Yeah.
floor, go after it. I was going after it. He got to it first. And then I started chasing him.
Did coach speak with you after that?
Oh, yeah. They was yelling at me. They was like, you can't do that. You're the leader of the team. You got to hold the ball tight. You owe me.
Mhm.
This is that. And then I gave it back to him. I gave him with a TD. And then rest from there.
Yeah, you said they're young. Do you have to like hold your tongue right then, or do you have to explain yourself?
No, I don't blame myself. I say, yes, coach, keep it pushing. Don't hold my tongue. No, I know I'm in the wrong. When you're in the wrong, you just gotta take the yelling from. It's like getting yelled at by your parents and stuff like that.
Definitely. Coach, when like a player messes up and you're yelling at them, do you expect them to say anything back, or is it just like, show me something on that field now?
I mean, everyone reacts differently.
Yeah.
I feel like I've learned that the hard way sometimes, but for the most part, I mean, you know, if I'm respecting, you know, my players, they're gonna respect me back.
100%.
And they know I get fiery at times, but they know it's because I want them to be better,
Got it.
and I care for them.
Yes.
So yeah, it depends on the player. Some you can go after and chew out, like Jamel. And then there's others where you kind of have to like, hey, you know, keep your head up, you know, keep it moving. You know, you're not supposed to do that. And they know sometimes once players have their heads down, they kind of already know. They don't need to be, hey, you're on my case. Like some just like, hey, shake it off, keep it moving.
Got it. Why do you have to like adjust the situation different with other players? Because they'll fire right back, or do they get sad quick?
I never really had anyone fire back. I just don't want them to. Football is such a mental game.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't want it
100%.
to affect them too much, because once you're out of the game mentally, it's such an X's and O's type of game, and you know they might lose track on how they're doing out there. So I feel like I just need them to be as positive as possible when they're out there.
100%. Leroy, Coach John said you're like a silent assassin. What are some like thoughts going through your head? Like if you make a bad play, you hear the coaches fussing at you. What are you thinking?
My thoughts are just get it back the next play. Don't think about it, because that's how more mistakes happen when you think about it too much. You just got to let it go and use the next play as fuel to get better.
100%. Do you ever see like other players starting to think about it too much, and you gotta talk to them like, "Yo, it's just a game. We gonna get it right back like we always do."
Yeah, sometimes like one of our teammates, Gio, he kind of was upset when the timeout was called. I had to just tell him calm down, breathe. Game's not over. Plenty of time left.
What was Gio's reaction? Did he listen to you, or did he like shoot you off?
He listened, he calmed down, because also 2 timeouts, Coach O'Leary don't want nobody talking, so I also had to calm him down, because I want him, Coach O'Leary to be talking. He's all frustrated. He don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Are you older than Gio, or are you guys in the same grade?
older than him.
Oh, okay. Is he like a junior or something like that?
He's a junior.
You know how long he been playing? Or how long
Nah.
you been playing with him?
I've been playing with him for 2 years.
Oh, 2 years. Okay, so he's like he doesn't have a problem with you coming to him and like correcting him.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Jamel? You're a quarterback. How are your players reacting to you correcting them?
Sometimes it's like people react different, and I learned that the hard way. So I talk to everybody calmly. I don't yell at them, but once they start like getting out of hand, I gotta raise my voice and stuff like that. I don't like arguing for me.
100%.
So like everybody on my line, I holler them up like, just do y'all make a little hole, give me half a second, I'll run right by them.
Got it.
And they did just that in these last 3 games. And as you saw, I was running by people. And unfortunately, at the second level, their outside linebackers, their safeties was getting a hold of me. And once they got a hold of me, I slowed down, stuff like that. But they did their job. As far as my part, I'm not mad at them. They got me 1,000 rushing yards this season.
Oh, wow.
So
Lamar
I'm not
Jackson
even mad.
out there. Oh my God.
So I'm not even mad at them. In the beginning, I was upset, but then I told everybody said get a new line. I was like, there's nothing I could do. I'm gonna stick it out with them. They hit the gym. They hit the weight room.
Yeah.
They hit adversity all season. But I think once we got to our third game, they started figuring it out.
Yeah.
If they was undersized, they was slow. They started figuring it out. And before Hill House, Coach Jack said they got some bears, but they're slow bears. So once they get a hold of you, they're gonna take you down. So you better figure it out.
Are the players encouraging you to run the ball? Are they expecting you to run it?
The players know I'm gonna run it, but the coaches expect me to run it.
Okay.
So when I'm
We
like,
expect you to read it sometimes.
Yeah.
a little bit. You know, hand it off sometimes.
yo, so when I get to a play and I gotta read it, the running backs is like, you gonna pull it? Like, we'll see. I gotta read it. And he was like, what I gotta do? And this is that. And I'll tell them mid play, like mid game, and they'll do it. And then if they do it right, they might get 10 yards off the run. Like in the beginning, we ran veer right at 6. I froze them. We got a good 4 yards.
Okay.
But then they started seeing we had different weapons, so it expanded my game.
Okay, so playing football these last couple years, where has your attention and focus been coming up when it comes to football?
Is literally the grind. You gotta fall in love with the grind. If you don't, because it's not gonna fall in love with you. You gotta
Yeah.
love it. So if you're not gonna be on the grind, then it's like no point in playing football. It takes everything. It takes film, weight room, school, practice. It takes everything of those things I just said to play football. You could pick up a football and run as fast as you can. Anybody could do that, but it takes all those things to be good at football.
Definitely. Earlier we were talking about colleges, stuff like that. You have any idea what college you want to go to, or any colleges you're looking at?
I leave that up to Coach Jack. Have him help me, guide me in a good way, because he did this 1,000 times. He actually put people in the NFL.
Oh wow.
He put people D1, D2, D3, all JUCO, all categories. It's literally, he tells every kid there to keep their grades up so he can put you in a good spot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's literally like he's like a mentor to me, putting me in a good spot, and then he's giving me the offers, the visits and stuff like that, and all I gotta do is pick. So it's literally, I'm gonna talk up to him. I'm gonna do my research on the school. I really don't know which one I want to get. It's really like waiting game right now.
Got it.
Yeah, it's just a waiting game. So
Are-
I'm just chilling right now.
Are there people around you like throwing out any colleges you should go to?
Yeah, but it's like it's up to me, and I want to play. I don't want to sit on the bench for 4 years like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Jack, I had to talk with Coach Jack today. He said it's literally not about the status of the school; it's about what you do at the school.
Got it.
So I could go to
That's
D2 and play and then ball out and stuff like that, and then might go to the NFL. I might go up. You never know.
Yeah.
All I know is I just want my degree. I want that piece of paper. It makes make your life easier and stuff like that.
100%. I agree. What about you, Leroy? You got any colleges you looking at?
At the moment, no, nobody really reached out to me yet, but Coach Jack will put something in motion. I know he will, so we just gotta wait it out.
Now, what about you though? You got like any college like I want to go there, whether it's for football or just schoolwork or?
New Hampshire, my uncle had went there.
Okay.
I mean, if I can't get a football scholarship there, I'll even try to walk on. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I just want to get into college and just have a good college career and get my degree.
Definitely 100%. Coach, what are the conversations like with the kids when it comes to college?
Yeah, so pretty much Coach Aquavita definitely sits down with them at the end of the season.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have a few more times where they'll sit down, and pretty much he'll take the transcripts and all that, and text coaches, email coaches,
Got it.
reach out as much as he can
Mhm.
to coaches, and then they'll figure out from there. And like Jamel was saying, pretty much, his game plan is that he wants to play right away.
Yeah.
There's other people that are willing to, not willing, but want to take a different route,
Mhm.
where they might want to hey, I want to go to, a Division I school, but then you have the opportunity where you might be sitting the whole time.
Yeah. Got it.
Rather than just taking advantages, because there's a lot of good programs,
Yeah.
even just in the Northeast, that might not be D1, but
Yep.
great academics, D2. You might be seeing the field right away. Kind of enjoying your 4 years
Yeah. Definitely.
while also getting your degree, and that's the number one thing is
Yes.
getting your degree.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
What about
Yeah.
the HBCUs? Are you guys thinking about going to one of those?
I was thinking about it, but the HBCUs don't really they're low on funding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So their emails really don't work. That's what Coach Jack told me. So he sent out a bunch of emails to them, and they never hit him back. So he's been doing it for this. He said he's been trying to do it for 25 years, but they don't never hit him back. But I really don't think I want to go to HBCU, me personally. But if it comes up and they offer me, I'll think about it.
Yeah, 100%. But I'm bringing this clip 5 for you guys. We got Mel pushes through. All right. Both teams at the line. Cross has the ball. Ball is hiked. Mel takes the ball. Runs right through the teams. You got through half the team right there. Eventually get tackled. Put up a fight right there. When you read in the field, what's going through your mind? Is it just go touchdown, or are you actually thinking about the reading the field?
With Hill House, is you never know where you're gonna get out their defense. So it's literally just full sprint, go through. So once right here, once I pull it, I'm full sprinting through because he try to arm tackle me.
I saw that.
CE tried to arm tackle me too, and I got off. And then they finally get my legs. If I don't feel no one on my legs, I'm just gonna keep moving them, keep spraying, stuff like that. Yeah, and then my line block great.
Yeah. Are you like in the gym? Cause you're pushing right through these guys, and Hill House seems a little bigger than you guys.
Yeah, I'm always in the gym. I might not look it, but I could squat 400,
Oh, wow.
clean
Dang.
225, bench 250. It might not look like I could do that, but I put in the grind, like Coach Jack said. I'll be with Coach Rob, is it two Coach Robs? There's the strength coach and the QB coach. I'll be with the strength coach on Sundays lifting. I be in the weight room at school with Coach O'Leary on B days, lifting with him in the morning, even if it's mad early.
Oh yeah, we're lifting 7:30 in the morning during class.
Early.
At times,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
When did you realize you could like squat 400 pounds?
I was just maxing out one day in the class, and it was like a bye week, so I was like, might as well. So I hit 385 with ease. So I was like, I gotta go for 405. I got to. First I did 495, and then I went to 405.
Oh dang.
394.
What about you, Levi? Are you getting in that gym with them dudes?
Yeah, just not like during school because I come at a later time, but I definitely be in the gym.
Definitely. When you bench that 400, squat that 400. What was the feeling like? Cause that's crazy.
In the video I farted a little bit, so it was like funny. So when I squatted, I didn't realize I squatted 405 until like after, because it was a bunch of people in there that I barely knew, and they just heard me fart on 405. But everybody keeps saying that's big weight, so it's gonna make you do something that you're not expecting to do. So when I didn't realize I did it until like I kept watching the video.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh again?
I get 160,
160, which is a lot of weight pushing up 405
Nah,
at 165 pounds that you are. Yeah.
That's crazy. With a play like that, it seems like you took leadership. So how do you view your role on the team?
My role on the team is just like lead by example. I mean, this whole year I went through like the first game when we was losing, I was frustrated. Yeah. But then like I had talked to my seniors last year when we was getting blown out. It was like we just gotta lead by example, because our old captain, he graduated. His name was Jaquan. He never talked. Wow. He never screamed at nobody, nothing. He just played, and everybody still looked up to him. So I don't talk. I don't yell at nobody. In practice, I let them express themselves. So like, is Alex? He had when he don't talk or like don't do him like play around and stuff. He don't play well, and I found it out when we played Notre Dame and stuff like that. When we got blown out by Notre Dame, I didn't let them beat themselves. Like Tupelo, I didn't let him play around with Alex. Ron with his music, I didn't let him rap and stuff like that. I was being serious with everybody. Gotta let them be themselves in their locker room. I gotta let them express themselves. Like I don't care if you rapping, I don't care if you singing. You can express yourself. I don't care if you drawing. Like my captain Mario, he'll walk his girl before practice after school every day.
Yo, man.
And it started getting cold.
Put all the dry dirt out there, huh?
Yeah. It'd be cold outside. I'm like, you walking her home? You walking back? And then he'd be like, yeah, I do it. Yeah. But like that's how he expressed himself. Is like, for me, he do it.
I hope she don't see this. Yeah, I hope she don't see this. Is there ever times where you see like yourself drifting away and like you seem like you're getting out of control? You're like, oh, I gotta pull myself back. I'm the leader of the team.
Not really. I just love football so much. You just always see a smile on my face. At the end, when Coach O'Leary kept saying, you got 5 days left, I was like, dang. But I still had a smile on my face. And then, like, we got some funny guys on the team. They all nice guys. They're not, like, no one mean. So, like, it'd be a funny practice. I enjoyed myself. They gave me a good senior year. I thought it was going to go worse than expected, but it actually went well. I'm not even mad at them. But I know they're going to come back next year. I'm going to come back next year for Thanksgiving. They should be better than what we was now. Because our young QB Travis, he got to step up. It's going to be a junior year. He got to step up and to play, fill my shoes or fill the QB spot. Running, they got their whole line coming back. They're going to be a good team next year.
Yeah, at the end of the game on Thanksgiving, I talked to you a little bit about his leadership skills and how much he's meant to our team this year, and actually the full program at Wilbur Cross. And a lot of our players definitely have seen that, and just Jamel being Jamel and being that leader, it's definitely turned tides a little bit on our program, and hopefully we can vamp it up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially since COVID, it's been a little bit hard to get things back on track.
I agree.
But I think this year and Jamel's leadership is really going to help us, take the next step.
Yeah. Mel, earlier you mentioned something about basketball. Can you get into that a little bit?
Some of the basketball players, Elijah, he played basketball. He came out. They get my cousin Ron Q. He played basketball. They played basketball during the season, which Coach I get mad, but I actually let them. But it's no fouling or nothing.
Yeah.
That really brung in our chemistry, right? All that. So with basketball, we be in the gym. They be playing around. I don't know why they play the NBA championship.
Yeah.
But
It gets serious.
They do sometimes. I got to hold them back a little bit
Yeah.
because I teach phys ed there. But I mean, that's just them being a little bit competitive, and that's what we kind of like to see.
Coach, is it what's the feeling you see your boys out there playing football and they start to get a little too serious and they got to play football for you?
Yeah, when they're playing basketball?
Yeah.
When they're playing basketball? During the season, it was a little tough to watch sometimes. When they get going on game days, that's when I get fiery a little bit.
Yeah,
And
that's
come
gotta
on,
be hard.
we have a game tonight.
That got to be hard to watch.
Yeah. No, I'm good. When are you really though? And what are you winning right now? Bragging rights?
Yeah,
We got something else to worry about right now. You know?
That's a risk to take.
Yeah.
That's a risk to take. But Leroy, we were talking about you and your sacks earlier. What's the feeling like when you get a sack?
Feels good. It feels like it's like I did something for the team. It's like we're putting the other team in a deeper hole because they're also losing yardage when you get in a sack.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's also helping out the offense and helping out the defense. Then next play you just got to do it again.
What's your reaction after the sack? Are you chill? Are you pumped?
I'm more chill.
More chill.
I don't like to do a lot of celebrating unless I know the win is guaranteed. But I'm more chill. I just get the sack, move on to the next play.
What about that sack during the Thanksgiving game? You were still chill?
Yeah, I was still chill.
Oh, wow. That's good. That's crazy.
Yeah, Leroy doesn't bring a lot of emotion, vocally at least. Sometimes when when the clock hits 0, you see him give high fives and all that. But the silent assassin, like we always talking about. So,
Leroy, what about football gets you excited? Where you just come out of your shell and you just pumped up with the rest of the team?
It's after the captains do the coin toss. I see all the teammates. We all jump in. We getting pumped. It's something about the energy. I feel like when you have energy, that really shows you come to play. I feel like with that energy, that's when it shows you're kind of scared, you don't really want to play. But when you have energy, I feel everything's gonna go good. All the players are gonna know what they're gonna do. It's gonna be a good game.
You got something to say, Mal?
Tails never fails. That's all I always say.
Tails never fails.
That's all I always say with them.
does that work most of the time this year?
No, but they always give us the ball anyway. So.
Oh, that's true.
Did you guys get the ball this game?
Oh yeah, we won. We won the ball.
Oh, wow. Okay. Leroy, what weaknesses are you looking for with the opposing team?
Looking for blocking techniques, how they block. Looking for quarterback, what is his tendencies? Does he like to does he give away what he's gonna do before the play is snap? He'll look at a receiver, he'll stare him down. Does he kind of do a little something with the running back to let him know it's a run play? I just always kind of look for little movements.
Before the game, are you picking the quarterback apart, watching tape, or is it just during the game?
During the game, also watching film too.
Okay, that's what's up. How often do you guys watch film?
Every day.
Every day.
It gotta be an everyday thing, especially you make up for people that don't watch film. And with being the QB, I gotta see who blitzing, what plays do they blitz on, how far does the nose or the D tackle shed when somebody's blitzing. And this game, they did a good job of catching the blitzing, but I had to sometimes call it out, tell them pick their heads up, stuff like that. before I snap the ball.
Is film mandatory, Coach?
It's not mandatory, but it's definitely beneficial. Coaches were watching film pretty much every day, weekends, especially offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, always
Definitely.
watching film.
Gotcha.
Just to make sure our team's prepared. And then I tell these guys all the time that they have to watch film on their own.
Yeah.
And honestly, we'll do, the plays and get all that done. They need to look at the tendencies. They need to look at the little tweaks on players.
Okay.
So pretty much if, you see, a quarterback opening up their shoulders, right from the snap of the ball, he might be throwing that way right away.
Got it.
So there's little things that you want to see that you need to pick up as a player.
Yeah.
Us coaches will do the whole main thing, everything, and then just, we'll teach them it, help them out with
report
that.
Back to them.
And then also on Huddle, there's a cool thing. You get to see how much time that each player is watching film.
Got it.
Hope as a team average was a little bit better than expected. We kind of wish that. But you had guys like these guys that are watching literally nonstop hours a week, 2-3 hours a week,
It
just
seems
kind
to
of
be
just,
paying off.
yeah, for
So,
sure.
If you're watching film, I can only imagine other teams are watching film on you guys. So, like, what are you doing to switch it up to, like, keep them guessing?
So offensively, this year, Coach Jack would, add more plays, formations especially.
Okay.
We're a midline kind of run team.
Yep.
Outside veer as well. So we stick to that, but we also changed formations up so we can kind of get the defensive line in a different spot
Okay.
for our offense to have some open holes.
Yeah.
And then defensively for me, at first I felt like we were doing too much defensively. And I started reflecting a little bit. I'm like, I don't think our defensive guys are understanding fully. I think
Okay.
it's too much.
Got it.
So I scaled some things back, put guys in the right spot, and I felt like that helped a lot at the end of the year.
Definitely. Mel, are you ever changing the plays personally since the ball is right in your hand?
Sometimes you gotta improvise. Coach Jack said to me in Thanksgiving, like I think it was like this in the second half.
Mhm.
He said, "I'm putting the balls in your hands. Make a play." So like East Haven when we ran 2 touchdowns. We ran like my second touchdown and we scored.
Yeah.
Had to improvise, call a set, had to call a play because it wasn't on the band. I mean, we practiced all week, so I wasn't worried about no one messing up. Yeah, sometimes I gotta improvise with the play. Sometimes it's just like the whole you gotta improvise.
Definitely. 100%. Coach, is there ever a time where, like, you called the play and, like, the quarterback did something totally different?
Yeah, so defensively, we go off tendencies, so whatever formation that they're in.
Yeah.
We try to pinpoint the big plays that they run out of that formation.
Got it.
But it is also a guessing game on defense. So offensively, they can change anything up at any time.
Oh, yeah.
But there's been times where you have teams offensively who go to the sideline. The coach will tell them to stop before the play. They try to adjust, and they try to do something else. We've had that happen. Notre Dame West Haven once.
Mm-hmm.
I had pushed you back out. You were on a blitz because I saw them wanting to run a pass like a bubble.
Got it.
Told Jamel, scooch out, watch the number 2 guy, and that worked out. There's other times where that doesn't happen so easily. But it's definitely a big guessing game.
Nah, definitely. Leroy, say you're on that defensive line. You see, like, the offensive, they end up changing their formation. What are you doing to jump right back on that?
More so waiting to see if Coach O'Leary says anything. But if not, I always just know practice, we go over the stuff. So, like, if it's a motion
Yeah.
and I'm watered out and my teammate tells me to go in, I move in. So it's, like, more of adjustment
Got it.
and knowing what you're doing.
So at this Thanksgiving game, everyone who showed up for Cross, they brought a lot of energy. Does the cheerleaders ever help, like, their energy? Because last year they weren't at the Thanksgiving game.
They help a little bit, but someone like the top trash talkers.
Uh-huh.
So they they do it all the time in school. Me personally, they ain't come last year, so I ain't expect them to come this year.
Oh, yeah.
So it's literally like the families and friends that really come
Got it.
through. So and then like everybody was like, "Oh yeah, we been on you this year. This is that." And I was like, "All right," because last year it was everybody bet on Hill House.
Yeah.
So I felt like last year I felt a little disrespected. This year everybody bet on us, and I was like, what's the change of heart, like what's going on.
You guys should have been recognized,
Yeah.
right?
So then like our families came out, friends came out, the band came out,
Yeah.
which they got bigger as the year went on,
Uh-huh.
because they was small. They lost a couple people because most of their people graduated. They had to make a new drum line and stuff like that. So they came out with a bigger squad. I was surprised, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. What's the feeling like when you look over and you see your family right there cheering you on?
It's a good feeling. I always see my pops and my mom. My mom be leaving at halftime because she be getting cold.
Oh yeah. you got to buy her a bigger coat so she can stay that whole time.
She at least she tried to stay to the third quarter, but she said the halftime be taking too long, so she gotta leave.
Nah, I agree. What about you, Leroy? What's the feeling like you look over and you see your family right there?
When I see them, I get motivated. I'm like, they're here now.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for me to do something. I want to make them feel proud at the end of the game.
Definitely. You ever hear them like screaming your name?
Yeah, my dad here, especially watching film, I can hear him in the background.
Oh man, so Pops, he's pumped.
Yeah.
Both of your dads be out there, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So that must be all the motivation you guys need. Coach, what are some positive aspects of your team that makes your team a team?
This year, it was one of my favorite group of guys to be around. Not even just talking about what was happening on the field, just off the field. You know, they were very close to each other.
Got it.
They built relationships throughout. Some didn't play football at first, and some are from different parts of New Haven.
Yeah, definitely.
So coming together, being from different areas, coming together as a football team. We started back in the summer with that. It was really cool to see everyone come together, and honestly, what you play on the field, we might be winning at the end, but honestly, I think just a group of guys together made the winning happen.
Definitely. What is the atmosphere like when the whole team's together and they're cracking jokes, enjoying themselves?
It's not funny. In the beginning of the year, it was something called a dungeon.
Oh my god!
And if you got called a dungeon because you was talking too much junk, usually it's Javi. His name is Xavier. He in the dungeon because he always talking junk. But it's usually him and Tupo. That's the only two people that be in the dungeon. But
where does dungeon come from?
It came.
This is the first time I've heard it, so I don't know where it came from.
It came from last year, so all the linemen came up with it. It's just all the linemen was in one section. It was like you come in the dungeon, you get hurt.
Yo.
So that's what they call it. And then like the young
Good
guys,
to know.
Good to know.
The young guys took it a little too serious, but then I had to cut the dungeon jump out. But like, everybody just be laughter, music playing. We just have a good time. We just don't have a bad time. The only bad party we have is always on Monday.
Monday? Is it just because it's Monday or?
Yeah, Coach Jack saying is at Wilbur Cross is just another Monday. Because that's the same. Because Monday is where we like come back. Because like from 2 days off, we lazy, stuff like that. And then we just start chatting it up because we didn't see each other the whole weekend and stuff like that. So we really don't mind it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, unfortunately, we got to end the interview here, but great interview. Congratulations on your win. Thank you for coming out. And for the viewers at home, thank you for tuning in with Game Point. I'm your host, Jordan Cunningham. Enjoy your night.